What's up, everybody? Good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel. Yes, indeed, we're going to be reacting and breaking down Marvel's The Avengers Game. They're doing a stream talking about some of the features, breaking all of that down. They're calling it the War Table Stream. So this should be a really good time. And wow, we're right up against the clock. I know we're running a little bit late. We wanted to be on here at 12:30. But I went to the gym and was running back, so it was a little bit crazy. But, guys, let me know in chat. First of all, thanks. Thanks for stopping by, guys. What's up, everybody? All these awesome, beautiful people. We are watching the stream for this Marvel's The Avengers game. That's what we're checking out. Gyms are open? Absolutely, man. Well, depending on where you're at, but yeah. So, yeah, we're doing this. We're doing this. Who here is getting Star Wars Squadrons? I'm getting Star Wars Squadrons. 100%. What's good, Freddie P? How you doing, brother? So guys, I need do you still fit in that shirt? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. A little pump, but you know, no big deal. We got it. So we gotta work together here because we're a little bit behind the 8 ball, guys. I need to see where is the stream at? Because I saw like IGN is streaming it. If anybody can help me out in chat, guys. We got about 22 minutes before the stream goes. We got to find out where this stream is at. Let's see here. Maybe let's try the official Marvel channel. Again, I see. Oh, okay. Marvel's Avengers has their own channel, and they're streaming it. Cool. That's cool. Okay, yeah, and they got a little countdown going on there. Okay, cool. So let me just get this set up in the theater. While I'm doing this, guys, you know what would be cool? Why don't you guys let me know in chat, how excited are you for this game? Are you super into this game? Are you, like, kind of iffy on this game? Are you like, let's go? Where are you feeling? How are, you know, let's gauge the room.
I was realizing I was thinking that, and I was like,
what the hell?
There has to be a way to fix this.
What do we got going
There has
on?
to be some change in perspective that I can do.
Oh, geez, we got Devin Nash going on here.
Oh, man.
Got
I kinda want,
to stop
Twitch
this.
realizations and stuff. I want to share. The thing is that there's like a drama flywheel. If somebody starts something,
Oh my God! Good God, man! This thing isn't even going here. So how in God's name is this playing when it shouldn't even be on here? Like, what? I'm having like a mental breakdown. You guys are gonna watch me have a mental breakdown here.
Writing's not that easy.
Like, what
Grammarly can help.
the hell?
This
Why would this
sentence
be?
is grammatically correct, but
Why
it's
would this be
wordy
playing right
and
now?
hard to read.
Come on, Streamlabs, you're better than
And
this.
the word choice is bland. Grammarly's cutting-edge technology helps you craft compelling, understandable writing that makes an impact on your reader.
Yeah, that's so weird. That shouldn't have been playing at all. That wasn't even an active source. Apologies, guys. I'll look at the chat here in a second, see what you guys are saying. I imagine many of you are pretty excited about the game, but I want to know for sure. So I want to see what you're saying. Okay, thank God. Thank God. We gotta go. We gotta work it. Okay, so we'll pull that. There we go. There we go. Wow. Yeah, let me look at the chat and see what you guys are saying. Ready to smash that game like Hulk to Loki. Nice. I really can't wait to play it. I love games and Avengers, so yes, I'm really hyped. Nice. Very excited to play characters that we love that look like dollar store versions of their faces. Yeah. Excited for Kamala Khan taking the lead in this game. That's awesome, Freddie. That's awesome. Some people feel the opposite of that, but hey, that's cool that you feel that way, man. I'm broke, not me. Man, that's too bad, man. That's too bad. Maybe they'll drop the price eventually, you know what I mean? Mr. Dano! If I had Spider-Man, I'd be a 10, but currently I'm like at a 6.5 to 7. Yeah, I think that's fair. It kind of sucks that Spidey's not in the game, huh? Damn, Adam. When is the stream starting? The stream starts in 18 minutes. We should make a Den of Nerds squads in squadrons? Yeah, man. That would be sweet. I hope it's good, says Blur Plays. Yeah, man. I hope it's good, too. Craze Panda says this game better blow my nerps off. Oh, my goodness. Jacob's Quest says, I'll be real. I think this is going to be another Anthem-level disappointment. Oh, my goodness gracious, Jacob's Quest. Holy goodness gracious, dude. So maybe you guys know this, maybe you don't, but I've been pretty critical of this game. I've been pretty critical of the game, and I've been critical of like how they've chose to tell people about the game. You know, like it's not just the look, the game might be tight. The game might be really cool. But it's like the way they chose to talk about the game, and they're just confused. Like the devs are confused, like everybody's confused about the game. So yeah, I don't want to, you know, poo-poo it too much before we see it. I think that that's what this is. That's what today is for. Today is for, let's see what they've got. You know what I mean? Like, let's see what they got. Let's see what you got, Square Enix. But, yeah. So, I'll tell you just a little story here and what I anticipate being sort of the issue with this game. So, when I was at New York Comic Con, and Ryan was with me here, so when we were at New York Comic Con, we went to this booth where they were showing this stuff, right? And we were trying to get them to explain to us the questions we had about the multiplayer stuff, because right now, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but we still don't even necessarily know. We still don't necessarily know how much of the game is like that single player stuff. What is the war table? How much of the, like, because they've said it's a single player experience, but they've also said there's multiplayer, there's like a live service element to the game. So what's up with that? You know what I mean? I think that's it's a big question. Big old question that we got about this. And when I talked to the developers at New York Comic Con, like, first of all, they were super rude. Like, they were straight up super rude. And second of all, they were like dodging questions that I had, because they had actually been on record before talking about War Table a little bit, talking about the raids and how that would work. And so I was asking them about that, and they were like, they basically boilerplated me and kept saying over and over again, we're not addressing that. We're only talking about how people can come in and play as their favorite Avenger. That's like all, they were just like straight across the board, boilerplate answers, boilerplate answers, just talking about that, okay? And conversely, some of the developers that I talked to for some of the Marvel mobile games, like these dudes, these gals were awesome. Super warm people, very nice to have a conversation with, very passionate about their game and willing to share almost too much. So, that doesn't necessarily mean that the Avengers game is going to suck, but it certainly makes me skeptical. It certainly makes me skeptical of, of their ability to pull this off. I think, frankly, here's the truth that I think. This game, I think, it's been in development for so long, and I think that they've changed direction creatively with it over time. So I think what they first envisioned the game to be, then they like sort of walked back on that. And so I think they might, hopefully they've found an identity for the game, you know, an actual identity and what it'll be like. And I'm going to give it a fair shake today. We're going to give it a fair shake. We're going to see what they have to say. We're going to look at what they've got to show us, and then we'll talk about it. You know, maybe it's dope. Maybe it's the dopest dope. I'm waiting for Realm of Champions. Me too, man. Me too. Realm of Champions, like, where's the Realm of Champions info? You know? Come on. By the way, if you guys could drop a like on the stream, it would help us out. Drop a like on the stream. Yeah, that'd be really cool if you could drop a little like on the stream. Do they have music going on for this? I don't think they have any. Chat, pause the music. Okay, they do. It's pretty low. But they have some Avengers music going on here. Do we want to rock with this? Let's see. Can you guys hear this? Yeah. Welcome to the Nerd Avengers, by the way, whoever just subbed. What the hell's all that, man? What's that sound? What's that sound? What? What was that? I like this music, though. Yeah. Oh, boy! Says Ryan. Hands down the dopest dope I've ever smoked. This stuff your grandchildren will be smoking. Did anyone see something about Sony pulling the Miles trailer from YouTube? No. I did not. I did not hear about that. Steve Denton says, I used to be a big gamer. Now I rarely buy games, so this one still has to win me over. Heard that, man. Heard that. Everyone ready to be underwhelmed. Oh, no, Ryan. I was just telling everybody, Ryan, about our experience with these devs at NYCC. Our experience with the devs was poor. It was a poor experience. Holy hell. Yeah, so I was going to try to have Tara on here to chat with me about the game and stuff, and maybe we can still get her in here like after the presentation, but I was just running way too behind, so apologies to Tara, but maybe we'll get her in here to talk about it once we rock and roll. We just clowning in here, Joshy? Heard that, brother. Heard that. Clown away, man. Clown away. Is Tara pro or con this game? You know, I don't know. I mean, Tara's a big gamer. I know Tara is probably more of a Sony person than an Xbox person, I believe. Tara probably buy, pool, drink in hand. Yeah, I think she might literally be buy a pool, drink in hand, which would be awesome if she could stream in while she's doing that. Adam says it was copyright claimed, falsely claimed by Gameloft, who made a few Spider-Man mobile games. Just shows how broken the YouTube copyright system is. Yeah, for sure. Our DC video just passed its claims. Got claimed 2 or 3 times, and we countered, and we finally won. But man, like, it's so rough. Like, that DC video on Monday, that video should have blown up, but Warner Brothers was like, and shot it down with all those copyright things, man. Ugh. Really messed up our views on that. But you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Gots to do what you gotta do. But Adam is absolutely right. The YouTube system. YouTube, why you do this? YouTube. YouTubers be like,
bruh.
Any YouTuber that deals with YouTube for any amount of time be like,
bruh.
every day a YouTuber wakes up and looks at their analytics, they'd be like,
bruh.
8 minutes, ladies and gents. What is this sound that keeps happening in the background? Like, what are they doing with that, dude? What? Oh, you know what maybe we should do? Oh, should we? Okay, we got like 7 minutes. I'm going to try something here because sometimes it's really fun to see how the chat is responding, especially like if the chat is being like merciless. So, look, it's the internet. They're probably, you know, we're probably going to be a little mean. You know? So let's see here. Do you guys want to see the chat on the main stream? Because, like, it could potentially be pretty entertaining. What do you guys think? Let me know. Cool. We'll put it on there. Cool. Little under 7 minutes. Hope it's better than the Pokemon. Jordan asks, did they change the look of the Avengers? Yes, they did. But, man, I try not to be that guy, right? I try not to be that guy. But, like, one of the directors of the game came out and said, we are not going to change the look of our Avengers because of fan backlash. And they totally did. Sounds pretty meta for us to be chatting about their live chat. Yeah, it is meta. It's Inception. It's an Inception. We're in video Inception land. Man, why did they do this to me, man? I'm getting excited. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even like this game. I'm getting excited. Yo, let's go. Come on, Avengers. You can do it. Blow me away. Too small and fast, and the music's loud AF. See, that's why we like you around here, Russell. I'm going to turn the music down a little bit, okay? Chat's kind of flying. It's the music, Mav says. Yeah, the music's got me hyped, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Sorry, the mythic moderator is picky. I wonder if there's like a... When we get the badges and stuff, man, I wonder if there's like a special thing we can put on there. Our chat is better than their chat. F those people. Hey, our chat is definitely better, man. Do you think each character will upgrade to better suits, like character progression type thing? Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that's pretty well established for the game. It is sort of a looter shooter. So they're going to have, like, loot, you know, a Diablo-esque kind of, you know. The Pokemon Revival today is getting dislike bomb? Danny Orange says, right? What kind of a look is that? Why not just do like Sonic movie and say we heard you and we're taking time to polish? Yeah, I know. I know, man. Look, these companies will figure it out. Hopefully. Right? Hopefully. Do you expect MCU skins at launch? No, for sure. No way. No way. Why would they do that? They clearly didn't make this game. That's another reason that these developers got on my nerves. They clearly didn't make this game just because of the popularity of the movies. How dare you think that? God. Need a good Avengers game. Don't have much time anymore, but I've almost played my stepkid's Lego Marvel Superheroes game several times just to play with these characters. Dude, I feel you, brother. John, I feel you, man. Look, the ideal thing here, guys, is that this game is awesome. It's cross-platform, and we can all play together as a community. That would be dope. You know what I mean? Like, I'd have a really awesome version of Iron Man that Trinity would hate. You know what I mean? Like, Trinity would be like, I hate Tony Stark. And I'd be like, yeah, dude, but my Tony Stark's like level 50, got like mythic gear, bro. Come do this raid with me, Trinity. Stop being a boomer. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. That's what would be so cool. Trinity would be like, wait a minute. You got a really good you got a really good Tony Stark.
Bruh.
I don't like that. Man, no notification. Yeah, the notification might be tricky because we've streamed like less than an hour ago or whatever, so it could be a little weird. But it's all good, baby. 3 minutes. 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes. We're doing all right here. We're doing all right. Yeah, we're doing all right. So, I guess this would be kind of cool. What would it take for you guys to sort of be pushed over the edge? Like, so, you know, a lot of us, I think, are sitting here, we're like, I don't know. What are you gonna show me here? You know what I mean? So what would it take for you guys to embrace the game fully? Is there anything that you could see today that would help, that would make you like embrace the game fully, where you would be like, dude, let's go? What would it take? Free pizza, Gavin Cooley says. Game being $20, says Adam. Why not both? Free pizza, a free Papa John's pizza delivery. Yes, I'm one of those people. I like Papa John's. Free Papa John's pizza delivery with your $20 purchase for the game. That would be dope. Damn, we just solved the problem. Finally explain what it actually is. Dude, Jacob, oh my God. Burn, Jacob. Can we get, dude, oh, listen to the crowd go wild for Jacob's point. Man, well said, sir. Well said. Papa John's pizza isn't pizza. Oh, man. Just had to resist the Insta-ban. Sometimes I get that Insta-ban urge. Tara! What's up, Tara? Hey, Tara, I was mentioning... I know, no notification, I know. So, I was mentioning this earlier, but we'll try to get you in here at least voice-wise after we watch the presentation. Now, look, guys, this presentation's a half hour. So, we're going to be sitting here talking shit. I mean, talking about their thing for like a half hour. So then maybe we can bring Tara in after that and we can kind of go over our thoughts. How's that sound? Yeah, Tara, everybody's really interested. What do you think of the game? How do you feel about the game? Where are you at with this? You think nay? Ooh. Any particular reason why, Tara? Seconds. 20, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is the audio good, everybody? Are we chill? Are we chill right now, fam? Are we good? Man, you guys got some really cool stuff going on in here. Both of us can pre-order bonuses. Better than Shane's. Delco does have some good pizza. For real. All right, here we go. Language, mild blood, and violence. Rated teen.
When I was young, I found an orphaned wolf cub in the forest behind our farm. I felt if I could instill rules, the proper boundaries, I could harness the raw power of that beast. A few months later, while hunting, the adolescent cub turned on me.
This is probably MODOK talking, just so you know.
We're fixing the damage the Avengers did all those years ago.
Or Zemo.
Inhumans are sick. Unlimited power, that's dangerous. It's lethal. You are lucky to be alive.
Dang.
Come on, Kamala. Let AIM help you.
I'll take my chances. What if the Avengers were set up? I think you should see for yourself. couldn't Mr. Stark help us with this?
Hi, I'm sorry. Who are you?
Kamala?
This better be good.
He totally locked Cap in the reactor room and then he tried to jack the Chimera.
Son of a...
Have you all completely lost your senses?
Ooh, I like
Where
that
were
Thor
you while
voice.
the world went to hell?
This is our fault. All of ours.
You really think the world is better without us?
Yes. See, it's always been your problem. Running from who you are, what you are. I am warning you.
This is exactly what Tarleton wants!
Okay, I mean, the graphic looks great, and we got more context.
Struggle against the unstoppable tide of progress, Avengers. Power cannot be controlled. It has to be destroyed. I will rid the Earth of superpowers, even if it has to end with me.
Little Modok, huh?
This just got a whole lot weirder.
Okay, so people in the chat are kind of hyped about MODOK, but a lot of, a lot
What's
of
up,
negativity
Marvel
or
fans?
whatever. But let's
My
just
name's
keep going.
Casey Lynch, and I'm editorial director at Crystal Dynamics. Marvel's Avengers War Table is your direct source for all things Marvel's Avengers.
Sweet!
We've got a great show lined
Love
up
this.
with new trailers, new details on one of our main villains, MODOK, and advanced idea mechanics. And we'll take a first look at co-op and war zones. If you've ever
Co-op and
thought,
war
what
zone.
is this game? Or how does it work?
Warzones
Then
and
this
co-op's
is
literally
the
what
show
Ryan
for
and I
you.
asked the devs about at New York
Let's
Comic
get
Con when
into
we
it,
got Stonewall.
starting with the story trailer. In the aftermath of A-Day, everything changed.
You so-called heroes transformed San Francisco into an infectious, gas-filled quarantine zone. You
What?
unleashed disease, powerful beings that wreak havoc throughout our nation. So I ask you again, Dr. Banner, do the Avengers pose a danger to society?
Yes.
Okay,
I
I'm just
promise you this.
static pictures.
I will use this second chance
Static
to
pictures?
make you safe. AIM will find a cure.
I'm gonna pull the
for
negativity back.
alien
Pull it back a little bit. That's absurd, though.
As a founding member of tech giant Advanced Idea Mechanics, or AIM, George Tarleton dreamt of a world made better through science. But even as AIM promises a cure to end the inhuman infection, and the revolutionary Adaptoid Project offers a world protected by science, Tarleton, a victim of A-Day himself, uses AIM's technological might and the public's fear of Inhumans to convince the world that the superpowered are uncontrollable and cannot be trusted. His deranged obsession drives him to become MODOK, a
Okay.
mental organism designed only for killing. When
All right.
choosing a villain, we knew we needed someone who had the muscle and mental capacity to become an Avengers-level threat. We also wanted a new face for modern Avengers fans. Big face.
Oh my
But
god,
comic
they
fans
just
know
said it.
MODOK is
They just
anything
said
but
that
new.
they needed
His
MODOK.
origin in Marvel lore dates back more than 50 years to October
Oh,
of
boy.
1967 in Tales of Suspense. Now, with AIM's drive to manipulate public fear and his ability to control machines with his mind, Tarleton and AIM are the most sophisticated threat the Avengers have ever faced. But a teenage fangirl named Kamala Khan doesn't trust AIM. In fact, she's convinced that AIM is experimenting on her fellow Inhumans under the guise of finding a cure. And she believes George Tarleton was behind the plot to discredit the Avengers. And she has proof. As
Okay.
you pick up the trail of the long-disbanded Avengers, you'll advance the story of the single-player campaign, unlocking
gonna play as
more
Miss
and more
Marvel.
hero-specific missions. We know you've been asking for new gameplay that's not from A-Day. We hear you. So here's a playthrough of part of a new Thor hero mission called Once an Avenger.
Okay, a Thor hero mission. Dope. Let's check it out, boys and girls. Here we go. Gameplay footage was captured directly from...
We're here live at the AIM experience in Manhattan, witnessing the return of the Avengers, but they appear to be attacking the city. Keep rolling, keep rolling. Is it any coincidence coincidence that this attack comes on the very day that AIM is supposed to unveil their promising new adaptoid program.
Is the audio like a little messed up here or what?
You're welcome.
Dude, oh no. Oh no.
Thank you. You should know, I'm not in the best of moods.
Is the audio off for us, like, or is it just off? Like, what's going on here?
Wait, is that Thor?
Holy crap.
The hammer effect is dope, for
Where did you
sure.
come from?
I was serving the commoners when it started raining bolts of metal from the skies.
It's unbelievably good to see you.
Bit dramatic, don't you think?
It doesn't matter. He's here now.
No, I know, but is it off, like, as in it's not synced up?
Why? You did what you were supposed to do, Thor. You gave up your power. You should have stayed forgotten.
Never, when mortals are in peril. Where do you hide, Doctor? Can you not face me?
Look around. I'm everywhere.
What are these things? They're drilling into the deck.
Something
Thor has you sold on the game? That's cool.
Fun, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it, graphically not impressive.
Oh, hello. Just like old times.
AIM dropships inbound.
It's hard to say though, because you know we're watching the stream. It's coming through the stream. It's like how good does it actually look in the game? So I'll give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt.
No. On my way. Hulk, you got this?
Whoa, that was sweet.
Dare I ask who the child is?
We'll explain later. Don't worry, she's up to it.
Chimera's still losing altitude. Thor, can you hold it up with wind?
Tear the ship apart.
What's up, Mike? Welcome to the stream, bro.
You killed Captain America, Thor. Who else will fall before your hammer?
Silence!
I saw somebody saying the game looks good, or I think it was like Stormbreaker. He's like, "Come on, Josh, graphically it looks good." You really got to play like Spider-Man PS4. Like if you play Spider-Man PS4, I think that you'll understand like the big differences in the graphics, because like it's not that it looks bad, but like the particles, the movement, all of it is not fluid. It's not as fluid as like what you would want from a game like this, in my opinion.
Good night, folks. Thor, update on those mechs. We're losing power fast.
They're sturdy. I'll give them that.
Wait a minute. That's Tarleton's endgame. We're the terrorists in this AIM experience story.
Not on my watch. The Chimera can't go down. Not again. Spotted some drones heading for the command deck. Got my hands full, kid. I'm on them.
I mean, it does look super fun to play as Thor.
Nice. Security subsystems just came back online. It's working.
Can you enable lockdown?
Already working on it.
broke Stormbreaker.
I can handle the large one myself.
You don't have to. That's the whole point.
Guys, the Chimera can't take much more of this. They did a lot of damage down in the engine room.
What's this? What's that? Okay. Little like areas effect thing. Wait, he can fly without the hammer? That's pretty sweet. You guys see that? Like he flew up there and then the scream or the hammer came up there. The FPS is the frames per second is dropping a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and give them the benefit of the doubt just because it's coming through the stream. It's very possible that they're dropping frames because of the stream, so I'll give it a little bit of an like a forgiveness with the graphics. But like, guys, you're just wrong. Like, if you think this is graphically comparable to, you know, Spider-Man PS4 or just even any really good graphical games these days, like, no, this is not on the level. Not that it has to be. It's, you know what I'm saying? But it's graphically just not there. This shit. Okay, this is good. Pretty cool. What? What? Why would you cutscene there? Why would you cutscene there? That was beautiful. That shot was the best part so far, and then they just cut into a cinematic
of a hero mission.
Oh my god!
A single-player campaign experience focusing on a specific playable character. Hero missions give us a chance to tell more of each hero's story and showcase the variety and depth of our hero designs. Let's take a quick look at how Thor plays. With the game's combat systems, players can string together combos of heavy and light attacks, or hold for signature attacks. Combat versatility is one of Thor's strengths, from making use of Mjolnir to pin enemies from a distance, or bringing the sky down on his foes. In addition to core combat moves, the God of Thunder has
like,
a
look at the way
wide
he's
variety
flying.
of
Like, it's
skills to
subtle,
unlock
right?
that
But
give
the
him
way he
access
flies
to
there, like the
classic
physics
moves.
on him flying
This is
are
one of our
just not
favorites,
really realistic.
manual targeting.
Like if you're when
We
you're
largely
swinging
draw
around as
influence
Spider-Man,
from writer
like
Jason
that
Aaron's
is
run on
some
the Mighty Thor
flawless,
comic.
fluid physics.
Manual targeting allows you to quickly mark your enemies for bullseyes with
I'm not saying it like kills the game, but like you
can
gotta
mark them and
obviously
knock them
bring it
down
up.
as
You know what I
Mjolnir
mean?
comes back to you. Follow that up with a powerful ground pound, and
They're not
you've got
showing
a
it
mighty
in its
combo.
true graphic fidelity.
Manual targeting
Possible.
is a
I
great
think what they
ranged
said
attack,
beforehand
but
is
if
that
up close
this
and personal
is
more
in-game
your
footage,
style, go with the hammer spin.
And I don't even think they said
Or Mjolnir
pre-alpha, right?
Cyclone.
They said it was. I'll have to go back and look, but
Heroes have 3 special heroic moves: Assault.
yo, Russell and
Ultimate
Stormbreaker are so hot
and
right now. I
support.
love it.
When designing our heroics, we started with the signature moves from the comics and movies that we've always wanted to play. The Assault Heroic charges the fastest, and in some cases, you can store multiple charges to use strategically as a part of your combos. You can perform these after charging your heroic meters with normal attacks. For instance, Natasha's Assault Heroic is Widow's
Serious
Bite,
fans in
which
here.
is an electroshock projectile move you might recognize. You can see Nat using it right here. Each hero also has a unique support heroic that's designed to enhance co-op and team
Warbound! Warbound!
For example,
Oh,
Thor's
that's
support, Warrior's Fury, lets him channel the power of the gods to supercharge his Odin force and grants a period of invulnerability for nearby team members.
That's cool.
You can see this in action when Iron Man gets the buff as he flies through Thor's support. Ultimates take longer to charge, but they're definitely worth the wait. They have more screen clearing power, and some even have residual
like that
effects,
shot.
like Thor's Bifrost Ultimate. Thor's Ultimate Heroic channels the power of the 9 realms, and his Bifrost taps into Muspelheim to bypass unbreakable shields, allowing Thor to use the power of the Bifrost Bridge to do maximum damage.
That's cool.
We know everyone plays differently, so we have melee, ranged, aerial, and ground combat skills to tailor your hero to your playstyle. As your heroes earn experience, they gain access to new skills. Skill points allow you to unlock new moves, combos, and even new versions
I
of
just
attacks.
put it to 1080p actually too.
As you build up your heroes, you begin to see how unlocking and mastering the separate core skills offers a ton of depth and variety on its own for every hero.
I mean, it
And
looks
that's
a little
before
better. A
gear,
little better.
perks, artifacts, and any kind of later game progression. So why is all of this important? Because it means your Thor will play differently than my Thor, and my Hulk will play different than yours. Another way to customize your heroes is with gear. We've previously talked about the different rarities and how perks will give you powerful modifiers for even more customization.
This is the
Some
part
perks
that I'm
apply
most
special
interested in.
damage like plasma or gamma, or cause status effects like shrink, which will shrink enemies and reduce damage and defense.
That's dope.
You
Oh,
can see
that's
Iron
really
Man
cool.
using gamma gear in this shot, and eagle-eyed fans probably noticed his laser sweep was green instead of red. Nope, that wasn't a bug. When you have gamma gear equipped, it grants a bonus damage modifier and changes the emissive color of your attack.
That's
and
dope.
voila, green lasers. We know that if you
Show us
look
the green
good,
lasers,
you'll
though.
play good.
Okay, there we go.
The Crystal team
That's
has
cool.
really enjoyed creating all new outfits for these heroes and drawing from Marvel's 80-year history to bring so many classic outfits to the game. Each hero has dozens of outfits drawn from some of the most recognizable eras and story arcs. You can earn them over the course of the story campaign by completing missions and deciphering patterns. There's Iron Man's suit from the 2014 Original Sin storyline, or Donald Blake, which is a nod to an alias of Thor's who first appeared in 1962's Journey into Mystery issue 83,
Pretty
or
cool,
Tony's
pretty cool.
Stark Tech outfit that was inspired by the Bleeding Edge armor that first appeared in Invincible Iron Man number 25 in 2010. While there are a ton of outfits you'll earn just by playing, some will require completing iconic mission chains to earn each hero's iconic outfit, and some outfits will only be available in our online marketplace. You can even customize your attitude and let out your inner Hulk with the right emote. I don't think that's canon. Those are just some of the ways you'll be able to build and spec out your heroes. Okay, I think it's time for another trailer. This one gives us a first look at how all that customization is especially fun when you play together.
Okay,
This
here we
is
go. This is
Co-op
what it's all about,
for
baby.
Warzones.
Co-op and Warzone. Sell me. Sell me.
I can't believe it. AIM is firing on the Air Force.
So far, I'm like,
They harvest their powers through the torture of these Inhumans. Georgie Boy is gearing up for war.
Programmable power under our control. No more heroes.
The entire world is in terrible danger. Time is here.
I could pull some strings to spruce up the armory. Get ourselves some new toys to play with. Dangerous ones.
I'm picking up something in the atmosphere, a derivative of Terrigen.
I'm here. Who needs their ass kicked?
Very air breathes dark magic.
Kamala smash!
Everyone smash!
We gotta get this bird in the air before AIM comes looking for us.
I don't know, boys and girls.
Jarvis is unencrypting the schematics and we'll get our tech heads on new gear ASAP.
Look at all this. Which nation state is AIM planning to go to war with?
Heroes are people, and people can be.
Yo, Hector, clock back in and get back into the stream,
I don't
bruh.
stop them. It's just one more thing to regret on my deathbed.
Times like this, when it all seems hopeless, that's when we got to stand strong.
What's the answer? What question? What are you talking about?
You want to see powers?
Dakota.
Here we go.
Time for heroes.
That theory is horrible. I mean, it's definitely different.
Get to decide who lives or dies!
Hey! Where did this thing come from?
So far, we've talked about the story, hero missions, and customization. Now, let's talk about war zones.
Let's talk about it.
War zones are missions which you can play with up to a total of 4 players or solo with an AI companion team made up of your unlocked and leveled heroes.
Oh, that's
Whether
cool.
playing
Okay.
hero missions or war zones, you always make forward progress with your heroes. On your helicarrier, you'll use the war table to launch missions with a variety of objectives and challenges.
Sweet.
As you saw in the co-op trailer, each mission is grounded in story. So whether you're in the campaign or war zones, you're always working together to stop AIM and rebuild the resistance. You get missions from Jarvis, Maria Hill, Hank Pym, and more characters from Marvel history. Once you pick your mission, you'll board the Quinjet, where you can matchmake, switch heroes, choose your loadout, and of course, pick the right look and attitude for the job.
Okay. Gotcha. I'm getting.
As you start playing missions across the globe, you'll realize AIM has entrenched themselves in cities and remote locations alike, all in the name of research. War zones range from wide open spaces designed for exploration and team traversal to dense interiors with a variety of objective-based challenges, boss fights, and rewards. Here's a mission we saw in the co-op trailer called To Tame a Titan, where we can see some team play. There's this cool shot of Iron Man, but you may have missed Kamala and Hulk performing a team finisher on that poor guy back there. When you max out some larger enemies' stun meter, two heroes can come together to perform a team finisher, which gives you a chance to take them down much faster. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Overreacting in the official chat. I don't know if they
life
are.
is all about growth.
I don't know. We'll
getting
see.
stronger and better equipped to play smarter, and there are plenty of upgrades to help you do just that. As you progress through the campaign, you'll also be rebuilding and upgrading the Chimera, your helicarrier, which is your own flying base. The Resistance is a group who have banded together in the 5 years since A-Day. Some are inhuman and have powers. Some are former SHIELD agents who refuse to pledge allegiance to AIM, and
That's cool.
some just want to help.
I mean, that's kind of cool. Rebuilding up, what they call it, the Chimera or something?
You'll join their cause in the field
Helicarrier?
by working directly with factions like the Inhuman Alliance and SHIELD agents Dum Dum Dugan, Nick Fury, and
Josh
more.
is not looking. What are you talking about? I am looking. You
Earning
didn't,
faction
Dakota. You didn't
reputation
put the
will
question
give you
back in there.
access to new challenges,
Hey, Avengers. Hill has something she needs your help with.
new vendors, and more powerful items. There will always be new threats on the horizon, so you want to ensure your Avengers are ready for anything.
You did?
We've talked about a lot today, but that's kind of the point. This is a really
I asked
big,
the joke. Who
ambitious
is
game.
the flattest superhero? Flatman.
Marvel's Avengers isn't just a global high-stakes race to rebuild the Avengers, to save the Inhumans, and uncover the truth about AIM's plans. That's just the beginning.
He's part of the Great Lakes
This is a
Avengers.
brand new original Avengers single-player story
think
that
it's
you can
Flatman.
enjoy
Maybe
on
it's-
your own.
maybe his name's something else.
Made the Crystal Dynamics way. But it's also an experience you can play with your friends that will grow as we add new heroes, new regions, and new story, all at no additional cost.
Okay, all at no additional cost. That's cool.
Thank you for following us and believing in us. I want to give a big shout out to our community. Thank you for caring and telling us what you think. We're listening, and as fans ourselves, we're all working every day to make Marvel's Avengers worthy of your support. Please stick around after the show to ask questions and chat. On behalf of the whole Marvel's Avengers team, thank you for tuning in to the first Marvel's Avengers War Table. In the coming months, we'll talk about our first post-launch hero, our upcoming beta, and of course, our launch, when Marvel's Avengers arrives September 4th. I'm Casey Lynch, and I'll see you next time.
Okay, guys, yay or nay? Did that do it for you? Yay or nay? Let me know in the chat. How are we feeling about that presentation? Yay or nay? Yay or nay? How are we feeling about that? And then we'll stick around and we'll watch some of the stuff they talk about. See here. So the gameplay is a combo of adventure and league strategy with alts and shit. Yeah. I don't play, but it looks cool. Let me know when it's free, says Al Schuler. Oh, shots fired. 4 out of 10, says Hector. Nay, says Fanjecture. We got some yays, though. We definitely got some yays. I don't know, man. All that other shit kind of makes up for the graphics. Yeah, meh, says Adam. Yay. But yeah, me and Russell are the only ones. Nah, you're not the only ones. Russell says yay. Tara says nope. Knight says yay, but barely. Love it, meh, yeah. The flattest super is Ironed Man, Josh. Is that dude I'm thinking of? The Great Lakes Avenger dude? I thought his name was like Doorman or something like that too, right? Yay. I will still say maybe. Al Schuler says yawn. L. A lot of yays. Down with nay culture? I'm out of here. Too much haters in the chat. Sorry, Vegeta. Welcome to the internet. People's on the internet be like,
Bruh.
I get to unmute now. Haters or hatters? Yeah. I'm willing to give it a shot, but not expected to be blown away. Cool. Looks like a dumpster fire. Looks like shit. Oh my god. Oh man, it's so funny. Yeah. No. Look. I'll be honest with you guys. That did not do it for me. That really did not do it for me. And I think graphically, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Because the truth is, like, it's not even like. It's just obvious that the graphics are not going to be at a super high level because this game's been in development for how long? When was it? This was like literally 4 years ago, I think, when we got the first trailer, and they've been working on it since then. So let's see. Let's look this up. Marvel's Avengers production. Marvel's Avengers game production. The upcoming narrative-based game. Elise references. Wow, they don't even have production on it on the wiki. What's up with that? Man, why am I having trouble looking up the production? Probably because they're washing it from the internet. Yeah, so I'm gonna, look, I just gotta be real. Didn't do it for me. I don't know if I'll get the game. They'd have to really, they haven't sold me, basically. They haven't sold me. It looks like, I think one of my biggest complaints here is that the game's gonna be what they call on rails. So it's really gonna be on rails. So, like, you're literally going to go to, like, this part of a mission, and you have to do this, this, and this. And it's not open world at all. You can't, like, look around. You can't go this way if you want to go this way. You can't do that. You're literally on rails. Okay, so that's number one. Big problem. Honestly, it has very little to do with the Kamala Khan thing. But, like, the thing that's so weird about this game is that all of it feels so different than even what we know from the comics. So, that Nick Fury, right? That doesn't look like Nick Fury. It doesn't look like any Nick Fury I've ever seen. Now, I know that that's Nick Fury based on context. But that doesn't look like any Nick Fury I've ever seen. That Bruce Banner doesn't look like any Bruce Banner I've ever seen. You know what I mean? That Kamala Khan, too, by the way, I actually have some very controversial thoughts about that Kamala Khan. And I'm wondering, here's what I'll say. I'm wondering if there will be any backlash to this Kamala Khan. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's kind of a disconnect for me as well. Kind of a disconnect for me. And I also, like, I'm confused about the multiplayer aspects. You know what I mean? I'm confused about the multiplayer aspects. Like, so you go into specific missions that are like little raids, and you get in there with people online. Are they totally disconnected from the story? Like, what? So you're fighting AIM the entire time? The whole game is you fighting AIM? Like, it just feels... Will Morgan says fucking brutal in here. I really don't think so. I don't really think we're being brutal at all. I don't think so. I think we're just being fans. You know what I mean? Nick Fury reminded me of the design from Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Really? Really? The multiplayer is like Ultimate Alliance. I love Ultimate Alliance, by the way. I think Ultimate Alliance is a great game. But stylistically, Ultimate Alliance never tried to be photorealistic. So we talked about this but kind of back in the day. Maybe it's something I haven't really like brought up recently. But the choice to go with photorealism and not do any sort of stylization or stylized graphics, to make that decision to go photorealistic and not go after the likeness of the actual characters from the movies, I mean, I think it was just frankly a mistake. Like, it was just frankly a mistake. Well, if you love Ultimate Alliance, then it seems like you'll like this game based only on gameplay. I'm sure I'd have fun playing the game. You know what I mean? This is like what's so weird about this game. Like, when I think about Ultimate Alliance, like the value proposition in Ultimate Alliance is we're going to get in there. It's really bombastic, comic book fun, combos, crazy arcade style, like just nuts, like just super bombastic, really crazy gameplay stuff, wild stories, you know, wild stuff, and the nostalgia of bringing all of that stuff in, right? I think they sold us on a different experience than that. You know? I think they sold us on a different experience than that. And I just don't know how into this experience that's being presented. I don't know how much I'm personally into it. You let me know when you change your mind after playing it. Yeah, it's possible. No, what I meant was let me know how waiting for us to like works out. Oh my god, you guys are so toxic. You guys are so toxic in chat. Stop it. You're so toxic. Stop it. I'm excited for Cyberpunk 2077, not this. Dakota's literally telling knock-knock jokes. This is about as good as Kevin Feige's left nipple. Oh, boy. Batman, Spider-Man. They can't use the likeness on the actual actors from the movies because that's going way over budget. Yeah, true. So then why make the choice to do photorealism? You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. I wonder what I just wonder what the price point's going to be, you know? And there's so much that we still don't know. Like, originally they told us that there's going to be a bunch of income that a bunch of content that comes out after the initial game comes out, and there's like sort of seasons for it. So it's like a live service thing, right? Where it's like first you're fighting AIM, then all of a sudden there's going to be this crazy event and it's Ultron and Ultron robots. Oh my goodness. Then maybe it's oh man, what, like why am I blanking on Annihilus? Then it's like Annihilus and you're fighting the Annihilation Wave. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Then maybe it's the Kree come in and you're fighting all the Kree and all this. Holy crap, that's crazy. But they don't really tell us anything like about that, right? They don't really like tell us about what the content will be after the main game. And I'm still really confused as to how does the multiplayer interact with the single player? Do you know what I mean? Will Morgan says, well, I mean, love you, Josh, but I just got Fallen Order, and aside from glitchy, I don't think I agree with what I've heard you say about that one. Yeah, that's all good, man. A lot of this is subjective. You know what I mean? So, look, that's what we're doing in here, right? We're all just talking about our sort of subjective feelings about it. You know, it's subjective. What are they doing, by the way? Are they going to... are they going to do this Q&A or not? How's that chat doing? How's the chat treating it? I want to see. The dislikes went up, that's for sure. I mean, like, are they hopping back on here to talk about this? Like, what are they doing? Beta, 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 beta. Beta, demo, beta. Where's Spawn? Crossplay. No Captain America. Crossplay. Crossplay would be a big selling point for me. Crossplay would be huge. No open world. Will there be hub worlds? More of this coming, question mark? Bro, why is Thor flying without his hammer? He's not supposed to. Yeah, I noticed that too. I was like, okay. Interesting choice. "40 minutes ago, guy goes and asks for chicken wing." I don't know. Man, it's funny. People are going in on this chat. You guys think it's rough in here? Check out the stream, man. They're going nuts. I felt like playing that game was a chore and necessary evil to get to the story. I'm not sure what game you're talking about there. Well, Josh, subjectively, this game looks like pure poo. I took after my morning coffee. I looked in the toilet, and it was just a copy of this game.
Bruh.
Oh, man. That's funny. That's funny. I don't think it looks that bad. But, I mean, like, it's very comparable to last-gen graphics. Like, it's just... And honestly, like, dude, they've got mobile games that look better than this. And that's not... I'm not, like, totally trying to, like, rip it for that. But, like, it's just not there. Like, it's not... the graphical fidelity is just not there. But the thing is, maybe that's not even really the selling point, right? So if the... But this is... Again, this is what confuses me. This is what confuses me. What's the draw? Because it kind of seems like it's a looter shooter where you're getting this gear. It has these really high-level RPG elements, right? High-level RPG elements. That's really cool. They affect the gameplay. I really like that. You know, you can play Iron Man different ways. That's really sweet. But, like, how much of the content is going to be dedicated to that, right? So, like, okay, what if you got, like, a 15-hour story, which is generous? I highly doubt they created a 15-hour story for this game. It's probably more like 10 hours. 15 hours if you're doing maybe side stuff and all that, right? So you're probably talking about like a 10-hour campaign. How many separate what do they call them? War zones? How many separate war zone missions are there? Because if there's only like 5 or 6, that's going to get old real fast. You know what I mean? Like, are you really going to want to play the 5 or 6 missions over and over again? You know? So these are the questions I have. Because I think if that's where a lot of if that's what's so cool about the game, then like we got to know like that's going to be a big thing for them, that they're really, you know, going to do that. A dozen dots, really? Well, that'd be really cool if that's true. I don't remember. I remember there being a couple for sure, but I don't know if there's. I don't know. Look at how divided we are in the chat. This is hilarious. You guys are funny. That's because we're only getting it through a stream instead of them releasing it in true 4K upload. That's true. I do think there's a part of the graphics that are... The stream is hurting the graphical quality. I would agree with that. Creating flaws in this before even having our hands on it? Yo, you guys are so funny. Come on, calm down. Look, what is the job? We're consumers, right? We're big nerds. We're big nerds, okay? What are we doing here? We're looking at what the people that are making the game are showing us as consumers in order to get us excited about the game. Okay? That's what we're doing. Okay? So, if what you just saw got you excited about it, awesome. I'm happy for you. If it didn't, that's okay. You should be allowed to talk about your opinions. Putting flaws in the game? No, I mean, like, frankly, I saw a bunch of flaws in the game, you know? Come on now. Come on now, Den. Come on now, baby. Come on now, baby. And you know what? I gotta be honest, too. This is a little unfair. So, Stormbreaker and Russell, if you want to get mad at me for this, feel free. You can get mad at me for this one. What the hell are they doing now? What are they doing now? We're just watching freaking singular images float around a blue motion background? Make sure you stay after the stream to watch our static images of background concept art float above a motion background that's bright blue. Avengers fans, make sure you stay till after the stream where we'll put a bunch of concept art floating over a nice blue motion background. But don't worry, if you pay us $5, we will actually upgrade you to the red motion background. They are eating Chick-fil-A. Hey, maybe good for them. They just got a call from Feige. Oh, man. They just got a call from Feige. He's like, shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Atlas Chicken for the win. Sounded a little like Owen Wilson, did I? Or the guy sounded like it. They're seeing the chat and asking whether or not they should continue. Yeah. Well, look, it's the internet, though. You gotta be ready for that, man. You know? Like, look, we keep it pretty positive here, but at the end of the day, you gotta expect that kind of pushback. It's the internet. What do you expect? You expect everybody to get in this chat and be like, good job? I think they did a good job, and they put a lot of effort into this. Clearly, a lot of people worked really hard on this game, so let's try to forgive them of the potential graphical shortcomings, and sign me up. Sign me up. Sign me up. Pretty positive, he says. LMAO. Dude, we do keep it pretty positive here. Come on. They just got a call from Trump. Oof. I wonder what Trumpy's got to say. Star Wars and Weezer. Please sign me up. Yeah. Like, I'm like borderline getting a little pissed. Like, what are they doing? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Make sure you stay till after. Make sure you stay after the stream. For what? What am I staying after the stream for?
Bruh.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here? I'm waiting 5 more minutes. I'm waiting 5 more minutes. At 1:53, if there's not something different than these concept art images floating above a freaking blue motion background, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna roast this game. Like, you guys think we I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna roast this stupid game, and then we're gonna call it a day. Social Distance Warrior, what's up, buddy? Welcome back to the stream. We're just enjoying this concept art. Josh, this is the game? Wow. They're clearly not as well produced as Den of Nerds Live. Did you hear that, Chet? You hear that? Good job, buddy. The trailer's online already? I mean, yeah, we just watched the trailer, though, do we not? Let me see. Well, yeah, maybe we could do that. Maybe if they don't come out here and, like, say anything or do anything, we can go to, we can find the trailer, and then we can... I don't know what to do here, guys. Let me see something here. If I do this, all right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna just block out the trailer screen for a sec as I find. Let's see if that trailer's up. Where are you at? The official trailer is definitely up, but I mean, like, I don't know how much we can even... Like, how much could we even glean from that trailer? You know what I mean? IGN has it? What do you mean? Yeah, they've got the official trailer, yeah. But I don't think it's like, why would we watch... We just watched that, you know? Two more minutes and we're out. Two more minutes and we out skis. Out of here. Done. Not doing it. Not into it. Can't do it. Yeah, the trailer's not going to show us anything. Wow. Even even IGN shut off their stream like 24 minutes ago. So, like, am I wrong? Like, what? Like, did they not say, make sure you stay?
One, her path goes towards the
Oh,
inhuman.
okay, so
and becoming
IGN
the
has the
hero,
stream,
that point of view
okay.
character we relate to, whereas Tarleton starts
That's
going from his
really
noble
dumb.
purpose of saving the world and building clean energy to, you know
This
what,
gameplay is
we
capped
need to
directly
save
from
the world with
pre-release.
science
Wait.
over
Pull back
superheroes.
on that. Pull back on that.
Assembling the Avengers, but we really hadn't done more than just tease some co-op and showing off both multiplayer and how war zones work with AI companions, and then the depth of combat for skills, for gear, all of that stuff. Literally, we just touched on it kind of at the end of last year. So we're like, wait, this is the stuff we want to get into, where people can know, yes, this is a Marvel's Avengers world where you have this great story with these characters you get to fall in love with all over again through that crystal
Can you guys
lens,
hear
but
that?
also so much gameplay that we just haven't talked about and shown what it's like to be 4 players. How do you actually have team buffs that can work together? The team finishers you got to see in the Thor mission, even once an Avenger. So just all of this stuff to us has been building up for a long time. We're like, we got to show everybody. We got to get people that broader perspective of how much is in this game.
Yeah, it's so expansive, and this even just being a taste of it, so impressed me with how much there really is to talk about with this game. So let's start with, as you were sort of saying at the beginning, the villain. We get the reveal here that MODOK is one of the major villains of this game, and I love that choice because, you know, a lot of people with more modern recognition of the Marvel Universe, perhaps there's some movies out there, but MODOK has these deep roots in the comics. Why did MODOK make so much sense as a
The
villain
game
for
where
this
she's
story
at
that
A-Day,
wants to
where she's
tell?
there because she's a fan of the thing we love about she's a very specific fan of the Avengers. She's written fan fiction in our world. Like, you will actually be able to collect pages of her fan fiction.
You guys hear?
read
Okay, you guys
some
can
of
hear
the
that,
things
right?
she's written about these heroes that she just idolizes, and be able to see from her perspective, like the rest of us, we're fans of the Avengers, we're fans of heroes, and we also want to find our way to fit into this world. So looking at her origin, looking at Pakistani American, looking at this relationship she has with the world, with her family, but even beyond that, with this superhero family, and saying, wow, this really synchronizes nicely with a player's point of view, with this new hero's point of view. And Kamala 2014 is when she got her own series, so she's relatively new in the world from the comic side. But this is really that big blockbuster kind of moment for us of saying, let's put her front and center and be able to say, yeah, we know these other heroes from, be it movies or from shows or from whatever cinematic series, all the way to comic books, of course, and be able to say, with Kamala, we have this new way of looking at those heroes, kind of like we're looking at them through our Crystal Dynamics lens anyway, saying, let's bring people together, synchronize those players with Kamala's point of view, and then her ascension to becoming Miss Marvel. And so for us, that's that fun ride that you get to go on of feeling really from the beginning part of this, and then getting your favorite heroes together, and now you have your team of Avengers with Kamala as the newest one joining that team.
Well, and speaking of putting those powers into the player's hands, let's dive a little bit into the gameplay aspects of what we saw from the War Table, because I think it really sort of only touches the tip of the iceberg, basically, of how deep and complex the customization here can be. And I was curious if you could speak to the team's ethos about, wanting people to be able to play these iconic heroes, but also make them their own versions of these heroes within that framework.
Oh, absolutely. I think you got to speak with Vince Napoli, our combat director, and you can just tell Vince's passion for combat and great heroes and how they play. And he and his team looked at this and said, we want each hero to feel like they could be their own game. Like, how would Black Widow play? How would Thor play? How would Iron Man? What are the things I want for these heroes if I'm sitting there playing a game just based on them? And then mashing
He says,
them all
I think the
together
game
in
looks
one
awesome.
massive product. But then,
That's sweet,
beyond that, you start looking at these heroes from every perspective, that people could be showing up for the first time who may not know these heroes. Believe it or not, there are people who may not know who they are. And then there's the people who show up expecting certain things. Like, they expect Hulk to be able to grab enemies and smash them together and pound them into the ground. So there's a matter of feeding that expectation, but also making sure people can show up just brand new to it and say, this is a fun action adventure, what's the cool story, and get to know these heroes by playing with them. Like, wow, this guy really feels like this crazy rage-infused tank who's out there to help.
Yeah, it doesn't look
This
like
guy
there's going to
feels
be a lot
like
of
God
Captain
Thunder.
America, James.
She has this
'Cause I
magic
think
hammer
Cap
that
dies
can
in the
use
beginning.
and be able to bring lightning and summon storms. So for us, it was really the core of who these characters are, making sure we build their skill trees and their systems around that and their heroics around that. And if you just pick up and play, you can play this game. You can go through and button mash, you will get through an amazing story, and you'll feel like, wow, I understand, these were fun heroes. But then there's that next layer of saying, how do I customize their skills even further? Not just picking a few of the top level skills, but going inside some of those skills where you actually have what we call pick threes, where you can choose kind of what that skill actually does in full function. And even beyond the skills, then you have gear. And then the gear has attributes on top of it. And now the attributes can be leveled up and boosted through resources, and you can start finding better and better gear. So now you have this really fine-tuned ability to say,
how do you get the gear?
This is the tuning that I want from my Thor. I want him to play like this with these types of powers, with these specific attributes. And you can really get down to saying, I want to make my Thor play my way.
Well, and of course, then you can take your Thor the way you want him to play and then jump into the Warzone missions and play with someone else's Hulk, which may play very differently from your Hulk. I was wondering if you could briefly, since we're running a little short on time, talk about sort of the Warzone aspect of this game.
Yeah, talk about Warzone. Talk about it.
Of course, there's the campaign mission, but also these Warzone missions. How do they factor into the larger picture?
Let's hear what he has to say here.
Yeah, the shortest version is you have a campaign that is made out of hero missions. And the hero missions are designed, crafted specifically by Sean, creative director, and his team, saying this is the story you want to tell. This hero in this time, or even these heroes that we will switch you between to go on that hero mission for a narrative purpose. But interwoven with those hero missions are war zones. And as you collect these heroes, reassembling them on the campaign, they will open up levels, war zones. And then even after the campaign is when the war zones really open up with this much bigger areas to go to, much crazier places to go and find. And they all have narrative with them as well. So in a war zone, this is where you can take your hero, your favorite, if you want to play Hulk or Kamala, whoever, and then you can have your AI companions, your team of customized heroes. So if you've geared up Thor a certain way, certain skills, certain gear, certain attributes, that Thor will appear as your AI companion. And you can have, again, your whole team of 3 companions with you as the core heroes.
Yeah, Danny, you're way behind, bro.
Or you can mix and match AI companions with human companions. So war zones are designed to be co-op from the beginning. So you'll always have a team in there, whether it's a team of AI with you, your particular AI, or it's humans that swap in. So for us, war zones literally are that kind of bread and butter where you get through the campaign, you have the story, the state of the world is set up, then the world opens up. Now you have your team that you can go and level up and go and see what else AIM is doing. What are those kind of deep secrets and research out there in the, sub-sunken wastelands of these hidden bases that we have under the Arctic? You're like, oh my God, what's going on there? Like there's things you have yet to discover. The campaign is just the beginning.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it sounds so expansive, and there is so much to dive into, and I'm really glad we had this War Table presentation to start to unwrap some of these layers, but I can't wait to see even more of Marvel's Avengers as we lead up to the launch later this year. Scott, thank you so much for joining me. I know there's plenty more to talk about, and hopefully we'll be able to soon, but that'll wrap us up for now. Thank you so much for watching, and please check out all of our Marvel's Avengers coverage on IGN.
Excellent. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
That is all the time we have for Avengers. Thanks to Joshua, Akeem, and Jonathan.
Okay,
but don't
that's
go
all the
anywhere
time we have
because
for you
Summer
then.
of Gaming is just warming up. Next is our Sekiro speedrun for charity, which counts down to IGN Expo 5. And don't forget to come back tomorrow for the big CD Projekt Red reveal stream.
Okay, so a couple minutes here. Let's just spend like 10 minutes talking about this as a family. Everybody get in the living room, okay? Look, we got to talk. We're gonna pass the talking stick around, and everybody's gonna get their turn. Now, the most intriguing aspect of the game is definitely the end game and the Warzone missions, okay? What he said there, and I think it was pretty brief, and I am interested to find out more about this, but that's definitely the coolest part of the game. For me, the RPG elements and the whole idea of customizing your Avenger and making your Avenger not only look different, but function different because of the way you gear them, that is really, really cool. Now, I'm going to go ahead and stand by what I think graphically. I think graphically it's pretty rough. I really don't like it graphically. It's not terrible. I could still be immersed. I could certainly still be immersed in the game. That's not necessarily a quality of graphic question. The immersion of the game can certainly happen, right? So I think like once I start getting in there and playing it, like I'll be into it. And that won't be necessarily the biggest issue. Crossplay would be a really big thing for me. If it was crossplay, really, really elevates the value of the game because frankly, I'd be able to play with a lot of you guys. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I'd be able to play with you guys a lot and that would be awesome. I'll say this too. If the war zones are set up in a way where they scale up in difficulty and there's like some really crazy ones that are like raids and you can get awesome equipment from like very high level raids, that would be a very big selling point to me. I guess what I'm saying is right now I'm certainly interested, but it seems like the game is doing a lot. And I'm concerned that it's going to be able to accomplish them all into like a really fluid, nice gaming experience. So if the story itself is like really great, like the single player, and then the Warzone stuff is just really not well integrated, the lobbies are sloppy, the missions are boring, they're all really on rails, and they don't really feel dynamic, that's going to hurt it for me. But on the flip side of that, if they've somehow figured out how to integrate all this clever or in a clever way, and there's a really high difficulty where I can go get like mythic gear, like, you know, like an MMO kind of, right? You go into this one thing, it's like, dude, this is a really hard mission. You're going to need a tank, so you need a Hulk that's set up defensively to be able to take aggro. You're going to need a DPS Iron Man or Thor that's like really well kitted and well geared. You need maybe some, you know, like maybe with Black Widow, it's like the espionage stuff. So maybe there's some of the puzzles or some of the way that you move. You're gonna need someone really good. If there's a layer like that to the game, and on top of that, and this is something else that just they're really not talking about at all, and that's fine. But if it's a living, breathing world that they update. And after a few, like let's say 6 months time, maybe 4 months time of playing against AIM, a new villain is introduced and there's new Warzone missions, I'm in. Like, dude, I'm there. I am completely there. We didn't hear about crossplay. We didn't hear about microtransactions, I don't think. And we still don't know a ton about how that's all going to work together, okay? So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Let's do a little bit of Q&A. What do you guys think? Throw your questions on in. We'll do like 10 minutes of Q&A just to see what you guys think. Josh needs to work for Marvel. Eh? Face punching, says Adam. Endgame. This game sucks. Where's Big Daddy Thanos? I want to like it. Graphically terrible. Yeah, will there be other characters to play with? Again, big selling point, right? We're going to update the roster. Somewhere in an alternate timeline, we did get a Marvel Overwatch-like game. Yeah, no, they actually, they kind of have one for mobile. I'm going to immerse this game up the create. Oh, my God. It's brutal. That's brutal, bruh. At the end of the day, I'll get it if it's under $40. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, if you think about it, like, when the Squadrons, right? So Star Wars Squadrons, it might be the game we play as a community a little bit more because, like, from number one, it is cross-platform. Number two, no micros. 5-on-5 PvP with a lot of multiplayer focus. Different ways to adjust your ship. You know, I mean, it kind of looks like a really nice package. You know, so I don't know. They could certainly still sell me on this game, but pretty skeptical. Graphically, it's confusing. They should have went all out like games like Final Fantasy or God of War. Just keep it more like Ultimate Alliance. Yeah, I agree. It's written in the Red Book. So they're Inhumans, but no mutants. Wow, that's actually a really good point. What's up with that? LMAO, it's easier to shout people out live. I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Who do you think the new hero will be? Hawkeye, Black Panther, Captain Marvel? Oh, my goodness. What would you guys want? I'd want to do some T'Challa, man. I want to see some Black Panther up in there. That's me. Think they will take any influence from the game and apply it to the MCU. MODOK was rumored for Ant-Man 3. Yeah, I do actually think that the MODOK thing could have been something that Marvel said to them. And what's up, Lavis? Yeah. I think they are trying hard to get that mobile game money integrated into console games. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's a really, really good model. After seeing so many beautiful wide-open world single-player campaigns, we get this RPG-style on-rails arcade game. It's disappointing. Look, I mean, I feel you there. I feel you. Josh, how do I get to Haven? Feeling dead right now? How do you get to heaven, you mean? Yeah, I don't know, bro. Do you think crossplay will be a thing? I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I really don't. Look, my personal impression of the game is that it's kind of a mess behind the scenes, and they're just trying to pull it all together. Ronan would be really dope. Will there be free roam? Very unlikely, in my opinion. Logan. Not sure. Not sure about that. Prob Ant-Man. Yeah, well, Hank Pym plays a big part in the game. So maybe Scott Lang. Post-game content is free, I think. Yeah, for sure. But, like, we need to know a little bit more about that, I think. This definitely looks like it was an entirely different game 2 years ago. Yeah, I think it was pretty, I think they've changed it up a lot. I heard Battinson is in the game. Yeah, probably skinny freaking background character doing nothing. You know, trolling fans. You know what I mean? Is there even a villain in this game? Yeah, the villain's MODOK. And I just laughed so hard when they were talking about MODOK, where they're like, we needed an Avengers villain that poses a major threat and also has the mind to be able to go up against the Avengers. So we chose MODOK. I was expecting like a you know, and then like crickets, and then they're like, just kidding, you know, and then bring in like Ultron or something. Badson is more jacked than you, Josh? I don't know about that. Josh, you more excited for this game or Battinson? Whew, that's a tough one. That is tough. What, isn't MODOK an Avengers level threat? What do you think about Kamala? So I'll say this. I get what they're saying. Oh, look, the Grey Council's coming in with a little finger emoji. I get what they're saying with Kamala. So I don't, hearing their rationale about her having the perspective of a fan and putting the Avengers together, that's interesting, and I get what they're saying. But it also feels kind of ironic that when Ryan and I talked to these guys at New York Comic-Con, they were really sold on making you feel like an Avenger, right? So they're really sold on making you have the personal experience as playing as an Avenger, and it's dope, and it's awesome. But the game itself is doing a little bit of that deconstruction thing that Adam loves so much. And the whole thing with them being disassembled and Kamala being this person that's going to get them all back together. I mean, it's a little counter to like where the fun is in the game. You know what I mean? So I don't hate the Kamala thing, but it's not the coolest thing. How about that? Did you hear about Rocksteady Games making a Suicide Squad? No, I did not. That sounds pretty cool. Can't Thor just electrocute MODOK's fat face and fry him? Yes, he can. And wouldn't that be so funny if that was like the first mission in the game and they did that, and then like MODOK's like, and the whole game he's like, Actually, can somebody clip this and like green screen my face on the MODOK? I'm MODOK. Somebody get on that. That'd be kind of cool. All right, guys. I'll take like a couple more questions. I'm gonna go like a couple more minutes here. What did Adam say? Give Kamala. Oh man. Oh man. Adam's on fire, dude. Adam's on fire. Give Kamala a gun. We need Punisher, Miss Marvel. Woo! Nice. Good one.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Is there going to be another video today? I mean, God, I hope so. I got to get out of this live stream and do a video. I got to get out of this live stream. I got to do a video. Then I got to start getting things ready for the Nerd Card Showdown tonight. Do you think this had any indication that we won't get MODOK in live action? Like Marvel, I was like, here, take this. We're never going to use this IP. No, I actually think it's kind of different. I actually think that we will be getting MODOK, and that could potentially have been sort of pushed towards the developers to use that. Will the Avengers be on the PS5? That's what they're saying. Yeah, that's what they're saying. They're saying it'll be on PS5. And I guess real quick before we get out of here, I should check the tweeter and see if whoa, Halo Infinite's trending. Whoa, stop the presses. So Jeremy Conrad literally just tweeted, now all we need is MODOK and Ant-Man 3. Interesting. Why is Halo Infinite trending? Now that the Banished are confirmed to be in Halo Infinite, can we get commercials like this that we used for Halo 2? Wait a minute. There's a Halo Infinite teaser? Get out of here. The Banished are in Halo Infinite. That's kind of interesting. Okay, well, let's not get too sidetracked. Let's look at if there's any more info about the Avengers game. Brandon Davis from comicbook.com says the Avengers game looks really fun and interesting because these characters and story possibilities are awesome. But as a game, it looks dated and old despite not coming out for 4 more months. Oh my God, Brandon, you're so toxic. Ugh. Toxicity. Some people are pumped about Kamala Khan. That's cool. That's cool. Man, my favorite part was when they had the trailer with the still images and the voice work underneath it. That was dope. That was real cool. That Halo Infinite news has got me pretty hyped, though. We haven't heard anything about Halo Infinite. Like nothing. Josh, can we get music from the last stream at the end? Sure. Wells, I'll be there. I'm on your side this time. We need an easy team to face and beat. Hey, Tara, I'm alive. Says Lavis. We know for sure Miss Marvel will show up in the MCU. I think Josh is right. MODOK was probably suggested by Marvel to get him more in the public eye. Yeah, I think so. Oh my God, Dakota coming in hot. But in all seriousness, this game looks as good as Chet's ugly face. Oh no. Hang on. Trying to find a thing here. All right, I'll take one more question, and then we'll get out of here. One more question. Chet for MODOK. Dude, that would be great. Josh called and had video on. That's when Chet walked past the screen. The gameplay was glitching in combat. Your views on this? It's hard to say, right? It's hard to say if how much of that was, because of the stream. How much of that was like really fidelity problems with it. I mean, I just think that in general the gameplay did not look that impressive. The textures and the particles particularly were just kind of bland. Will the Avengers game have a physical copy for the PS5? I'm not sure. Noah Waltz says, what if you had to build the Iron Man suit but had to get pieces through loot box? LOL. Oh, man. I mean, what I think about that is, I think RIP the Avengers game. This is the funeral meme song because the Avengers game is dead. It's dead. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to see a single frame of this game. And anybody that brings it up in an edit chat is insta-banned. It's dead. And so is this stream. Thank you for hanging out on the Dead End Nerds Live as we dissected the beautiful blue motion background screen and the floating concept art images. Thank you, Square Enix. Thank you, everyone over at Crystal Dynamics. Thank you, everyone. The game is ass. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next